An iconic Ice Age giant. Thick fur, heavy fat, and curved tusks helped it survive the extreme cold. A huge lion from Eurasia and the Americas, larger than modern lions without a mane. Cave art suggests it hunted in groups. A massive, mostly herbivorous bear. It hibernated in caves, competing with humans, likely leading to its extinction. Much larger than the modern hyena, it was the dominant scavenger of Ice Age Europe, filling caves with bones. A North American ground sloth, slow but defended by enormous claws, first described scientifically by Thomas Jefferson. A shaggy rhino with two huge horns, the front horn could exceed 1 meter, used to sweep away snow and reach plants. The scimitar-toothed cat, shorter toothed than Smilodon, built for endurance and social hunting of large prey. The famous saber-toothed cat with long, fragile canines made for precise kills. An ambush predator, not a runner. A strange South American mammal, a mix of a camel, horse, and tapir with a short trunk. Fascinating Charles Darwin. The largest bear ever to live in South America, bigger than modern polar bears and likely an opportunistic predator and scavenger. A giant canid from South America, larger than modern wolves and possibly a pack hunter of large prey in open landscapes. One of the largest ground sloths to ever exist, it could stand upright to feed on high vegetation and was heavier than a modern elephant. A North American Glyptodon, a giant armored relative of modern armadillos, essentially a living tank built for survival. A giant carnivorous stork, probably a scavenger like modern marabou storks that lived alongside early humans long ago. A primitive relative of modern elephants with long, straight tusks. Some island species survived until surprisingly recent times. A small, fast terror bird that relied on speed rather than size, using agility and quick strikes to hunt as an active land predator. A robust ungulate from South America, related to notungulates and still poorly understood due to limited fossil evidence. The largest marsupial ever, resembling a giant wombat and living a slow, peaceful life as a massive plant-eating giant. The marsupial lion was one of the most specialized mammalian predators ever, armed with an incredibly powerful bite. A giant, short-faced kangaroo, likely walking upright instead of hopping, perfectly adapted to life in open, dry habitats. The giant moa of New Zealand was flightless, stood over 3 meters tall, and was eventually hunted to extinction by humans. This is a rare carnivorous kangaroo with teeth specially adapted for slicing meat, something almost unheard of among marsupials. The largest lizard ever known, a close relative of the Komodo dragon, and probably armed with a venomous bite. Giant flying birds with huge wingspans, built for efficient soaring and most likely specialized as large scavengers. Often called the Ice Age unicorn, this was a rhinoceros with a massive single horn, surviving until relatively recent times. This was a giant prehistoric otter, much larger and more aggressive than today's species, ruling freshwater ecosystems. The largest primate ever known, native to Asia, and thought to have inspired ancient myths and legends such as the Yeti. Another Glyptodon, but armed with a massive bony tail club, capable of delivering powerful defensive blows. A giant marine herbivore related to manatees, extinct just 27 years after its discovery. A tragic impact. The North American short-faced bear, extremely tall and surprisingly fast, was likely the apex predator of its ecosystem. The dire wolf was more robust than modern wolves, not a direct ancestor, and went extinct around 10,000 years ago. The Irish elk, with antlers spanning up to 3.5 meters, eventually went extinct due to major environmental changes. The elephant bird of Madagascar, which laid the largest eggs ever known, was ultimately driven to extinction by human activity. A larger relative of Madagascar's top predator, specialized in hunting giant lemurs and vital to the island's now lost ecosystem. And now, Roarers, drop a comment with your favorite Ice Age creature.